What's up everybody? Today I'm going to be showing you how to get your iPhone out of recovery mode, without losing any data. Now here, see my iPhone screen. The recovery mode looks like this, a cable pointing to a computer. If you're using an earlier iOS, the recovery mode screen displays a charging cable pointing to iTunes logo. These are exactly the same black restore screen with support.apple.com/iPhone/restore at the top. Obviously, you can't use your iPhone at all while it's in recovery mode until you fix it. Let's dive right into it. Today's video a complete guide for not erasing your device. iTunes is not your only option to exit recovery mode. You do not have to lose your data. We just not use iTunes to restore your device, unless you really have to for the corrupted iOS. So, in most cases, there's no restore, no reset, and no data loss, and the greatest thing is your iPhone gets back to normal again. If you don't want to risk data loss, first, we're gonna getting out of recovery mode by forcing iPhone to restart. It's not the normal restart procedure, because no matter how you press the power button, nothing happens but the recovery mode screen is still there. Alright, we do a force restart it with a button combination specific to your iPhone model. We do not need a computer, do not use iTunes to restore your phone as well. Okay, we need to disconnect any cables from the iPhone. Then, we show you how to force restart iPhone 10 or newer iPhone, iPhone 8, and second or third generation of iPhone SE without erasing your data. Don't worry for that, I leave the steps for earlier models of iPhone right in the description section down below this video. You could scroll down and check out force restart procedure for iPhone 7, 6s, 6, etc. Enough talking. Let's force restart iPhone that's stuck at recovery mode. You need to do it quickly. Press volume up button, press volume down button, and then press and hold the side button until the phone restarts. You will see the screen turn black, then display the Apple logo just like that. This means iPhone is rebooting. Just wait. There you go. The screen exited recovery mode successfully. If you have any sort of stuck problems like boot loops, Apple logo, iTunes logo with your phone, a force restart can bring it back to life. It's super easy to operate. Now I just unlock my iPhone, use your Face ID or passcode. As you guys could see, this is my iPhone, with all content staying inside. No data loss. All apps, all photos, contacts, everything is there. Alright, guys, if there's no underlying problem related to your operating system, you could easily exit recovery mode without losing any data, without restoring via iTunes and without computer. But if the force restart didn't rescue your iPhone with the above-mentioned steps, and the screen is still displaying a black screen with a computer icon or iTunes icon, it could be that there's an accidental corruption of the iOS that needs to be reinstalled again. Don't worry, it's nothing serious. You won't lose any data, and you will not use iTunes restore function to erase your device. To fix iPhone if it's stuck on recovery mode, all we're gonna use is AppGeeker's iOS system recovery software. We just use it to download and install the latest version of iOS firmware onto the phone to replace the faulty one. Although it's not as simple as force restart, the software is promised to fix any potential issues that might cause your iOS device stuck at recovery mode without erasing data. You can find iOS system recovery tool from appgeeker.com. We will put its link in the description below. Okay, I'm gonna show you how this program gets your phone out of recovery mode without restore using iTunes and get it working correctly again. I use a Windows PC, and the process goes the same if you're on a Mac. So, first, connect both ends of the USB cable to your iPhone and your computer. Leave it connected. Open the software. Click More tool at the bottom left corner. As you can see here, it's a full-featured tool that can handle different situations of all iOS devices. Since your iPhone will not exit recovery mode, you just click on iOS System Recovery. Then, you can see a full list of issues here which can be fixed using this software. So when an iPhone is in recovery mode and you need to get the phone back to normal, click Start button. As prompted, your device already in recovery mode has been detected successfully. You don't need to change anything here. Just click Fix button to move on. Next, choose Standard mode, which will fix your iPhone without losing data. If your phone will not get out of the recovery mode at the end of the process, you need to turn back here and the advanced mode is able to restore your phone. But the process will reset the device and erase all your information. Okay, click Confirm button. After that, go ahead to choose latest version of iOS to download for your device. This may take 1 moment or 2 depending on your internet speed. Don't unplug your iPhone. With the iOS firmware downloaded, the tool begins repair the underlying software glitches instantly. As you could see, the recovery mode symbol on the device screen should be gone. There's an Apple logo and progress bar on the screen telling you that the iPhone itself is updating and restarting. Don't disconnect the device, otherwise you will put it back into recovery mode. Look, in a few minutes, we've exited recovery mode successfully. The software got the iPhone out of recovery mode and resolved the errors. It returns back to normal with anything intact. So you won't lose your files. All data, settings and even notifications are kept the same. Alright, some of you guys may want to get iPhone out of recovery mode using iTunes with computer. Now I'm gonna show you how. First, you need to ensure iTunes is running the latest version. To check it, open iTunes, click Help on the menu bar at the top, then click Check for updates. iTunes will then update itself if it's on an older version. After it's updated, close it and reopen it. Now, the iPhone is stuck with recovery mode screen with a charging cable prompting you to connect to computer or iTunes. We connect it to computer. Once it's connected, iTunes should inform you to update or restore your iPhone. You're going to see these two options on the pop-up window in iTunes as well. If you'd like to get iPhone out of recovery mode without restoring, you need to choose Update to install the iOS. Make sure not to disconnect your iPhone and let it restart. Likewise, you will not lose your data because iTunes doesn't restore your phone and erase your device. If all the methods failed and the iPhone recovery mode won't exit as expected, you have to fix the situation by clicking the Restore button. Of course, restoring through iTunes wipes clean your phone and all data will be lost. Here, we hit Update button. Follow the prompts to update the device and get it up and running again. So this is how iTunes gets your iPhone out of recovery mode free with or without restoring. Hope you all enjoyed this video. These were tips and tricks for an iPhone or iPad stuck on recovery mode and exiting it. And if you found this video useful, make sure to drop a like and subscribe us where we're gonna sharing more iOS tips. Also leave your questions in the comment section of this video. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.